All right, guys, give it up for Mr. Jesse Miles.
Thank you, guys. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm in a weird spot in my life. For the first time in my adult life, I'm in a good relationship, and I have no idea how to handle it. Like, it's not what I'm used to. It's gotten to the point where I feel like I need to stand in front of people and be like, hi, my name is Jesse. I'm a year sober from soul-crushing relationships that accurately reflect my inner damage. Like, it got to the point where I can't even go to house parties anymore because I'll be standing there and hear a girl behind me with her friends and just be like, well, I stabbed my last boyfriend, and my reaction is, oh, I want to relapse so bad. Like, my last relationship wasn't good. We would fight all the time. She was a bit of an angry person, which is not what she would say. She would blame her attitude on the fact that she would get hangry. It's a cute thing people like to say. It's a combination of hungry and angry. But after about the 20th fight, I had to sit her down and just be like, babe, do I need to get a doomsday prepper, like, stockpile of Doritos? Because you've been hunting for about a month, and I can't handle it. Now, me and my new girlfriend, we got along immediately. Like, I knew we were gonna work because we had a good first date. We had my kind of first date. Like, my least favorite part of when you first meet someone is the small talk. Like, it's useless. You're not gonna find a mate with that. Like, oh, what was your major in college? What kind of music do you listen to? Ugh, how does that help you find a partner? What I prefer is what's known as trauma bonding. Some of you are familiar. This is when you and the other person just throw the most traumatic stories that have ever happened in your past and see if your damage can match for longer than 2.5 years before it implodes violently. Now, 5 minutes into my date with my girlfriend, I let it slip that my mom had a bit of a drug problem. She didn't get weirded out. She got excited. Like, I let it slip, and she just goes, ooh, what was she into? Well, that's a weird reaction. Not what I expected. Well, since you asked, I'm from Quincy, Massachusetts, so the townie special, opiates, it was her favorite food. It was like pasta, pizza, Percocet. It's the top triangle in the townie food pyramid. It's right above Parliament Lights and casual racism. And again, she goes like, oh, a downers girl. My mom was into uppers, a cocaine lady. Samesies, but different. And we high-fived. I was like, oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna be great. Like, that's how you find a mate. Find someone that fits your damage, not your pop culture knowledge. Like, who gives a fuck about your major? How many times have you legitimately fist-fought your parents? Let's talk about that. Like, which one of your uncles is a racist? Do you have that one family member that's not allowed around the kids, but has never been arrested for some reason? Like I said, I'm from Quincy, Massachusetts, so I require a bit of damage. And for those of you who don't know the ins and outs of Mass, Quincy is basically a white trash mecca. Like, every day across Massachusetts, opiate addicts roll out a Dunkin' Donuts beach towel and pray towards it at 3:30. Just like, oh, thank you for your bounty. Like, we used to refer to my high school as a failure faucet. Because graduation day, they would just turn it on and flood the streets of Boston with degenerates and the future homeless. Like, you know how awkward it is to walk around the city and hear, oh, you got any change? And my reaction is, oh my God, Fitzy from 9th grade algebra, how have you been? I'm assuming not well. I guess math wasn't as gay as you always said it was. That's an important thing. Like, if you're a bad person, don't try and date someone good and bring them down. Find someone to be terrible with. Like, I've waited entirely too long to do that with a girlfriend. Like, you know when you're in a relationship and you treat it like your first car? Like, you hear a noise, you know something's broken, but you just ignore it for 6 months till it breaks down on the highway and you have an anxiety attack. Now, I did that, and you're just clawing at anything to save the relationship, and I'm like, all right, babe, let's do this. What is the worst thing that has ever happened in your family? And she goes, oh, I know. One time, my grandmother threatened to cut us off from the inheritance because I voted for Obama. We have to break up now. That's it? That's what you're limping in with? My biggest family worry is that I learned stick shift at age 8 because I was DD at the family Christmas party. Like, I even had to give my grandmother a ride. When you're 8, your grandmother's supposed to give you ribbon candy and show you Murder, She Wrote like it's the best show in the world. She's not supposed to give you advice on how to avoid speed traps at 3 a.m. Like, we watched Winnie the Pooh this morning, and by the way, why are these blocks worn in? Is this a rite of passage in this fucked up family? All right, I've been Jesse Miles. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Jesse Miles, everybody. That was it. That's our final contestant.